All right, thank you so much for staying with Daybreak. You're just in time for the greatest update here of everything that you need to know. We'll be crossing over to the Kenya National Examination Council, which is NEC. Earlier on, I'd made a mistake. I said that it's a Kenya National Education Council. I meant the Kenya National Examination Council. That's NEC, where Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha will release this year's KCSE examination results later on this morning. So the announcement comes 3 days earlier on compared to the last year, when the results were released on December 21st. A total of 699,745 students sat this year's examinations. Let's cross over to Makori Ongechi, who's at the NEC headquarters right now. Makori, what are the preparations looking like? Are we ready in the next, 1 hour from now?
Well, good morning, Trevor. A lot of activities outside the Kenya National Examinations Council headquarters here along Dennis Print. And of course, the expectations very high that probably in the next 1 hour or so, Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha will be leading that exercise of releasing the 2019 KCSE results. Now, despite the fact that the ministry has not released that official statement, we have communication from a number of senior officials who have been invited, Trevor, to attend this particular event. Of course, and what we have seen is that most of them are actually now coming in. We've seen top or principals from different schools in the country coming in, and of course they have confirmed to us that they have been invited to attend this particular occasion where the results for the KCSE 2019 will be made known. Like you've said, Trevor, the results coming out only 3 days compared to last year. That means it's coming a bit early, but of course there have been questions throughout the marking exercise and how it was conducted. Remember, there were concerns 2 weeks ago when a number of examiners who are marking those exams raised concerns, especially the marking of business paper 2 exam in Machakos, where we saw some examiners, of course, complaining of the conditions they were marking those exams in. But of course, a number of issues again are coming up. 21 centers of examination this year were identified as trying to cheat in those examinations, and therefore we are hoping the report from the Cabinet Secretary to analyze, maybe compared to the number of incidents where we had last year, about 3,427 of exam irregularities. We will want to know again, of course, how those numbers come today. Trevor, issues of the number of candidates probably who will manage to get a C+ and above, that is the grade required for universities, of course, also a key concern, considering that last year we had 90,000 students who managed to again scope that C+ and above. Of course, a number of issues coming up from the security of those exams. There were issues, of course, of the transportation of those papers to some parts of the region of the country. We also are anticipating that Professor Magoha, during the release of that exam, he will make known to Kenyans maybe whether they will be considering the affirmative action that might be used. And so, Trevor, for now, a lot of activities, a lot of security here at the Kenya National Examinations Council ahead of the results that now we anticipate or look forward to receive in the next 1 hour or so. We are expecting that the Cabinet Secretary, now that the officials from different sections in the country, we have seen county directors of education, we have seen principals from some top schools probably reaching here to confirm how their schools have performed. And Trevor, already we have known that the president was briefed on the results yesterday, of course, after the Kenya National Examinations Council board approved the results. Despite the question that were raised, reports reaching us, of course, Trevor, tell us that the council is highly satisfied from those results. And for now, we are just having a keen eye on what is happening. But of course, again, we are told in the next 1 hour or so, Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha will be leading that exercise of making known the results for this year. Trevor.
All right, thanks, Makori. That's Makori Ongechi speaking to us live from the NEC headquarters. That's the Kenya National Examination Council headquarters, where 699,745 candidates are expected to know their results in the next 1 hour or so. We'll